Our story continues with our main lead characters with Hyunwoo and Hae in an aquarium park 4 years ago. While Hyunwoo is suspicious why the place is empty, although this place is famous as a dating place. It turns that Hae-in rented the whole place for the day. Hyunwoo proposes to her in a romantic scene. He wears her wedding ring. Jump to the present, where Hyunwoo got shocked when he knows that Hae-in lost her memories about their journey to Germany and about the divorce. Hae-in becomes dumbfounded when he tells her that they already went to the Germany, but she didn't take the treatment because she wasn't ready to it, and also Hyunwoo admits that he was going to divorce her without telling her first. Hae-in remembers what happened in Germany. She reminisces Hyunwoo when he told her how his life is miserable with her. Hae-in declares that she can't spend her remaining life next to him, and asks him to part away. She wants a divorce. Hyunwoo moves from Queen's house to his apartment. He and his lawyer friend go to meet Hae-in and her lawyer, Vincenzo. His lawyer friend tells Hyunwoo that Hae-in's attorney is a terrifying man. They agree about the terms of the divorce. While Hae-in in her car, she notices the subway. She reminisces when she rides the subway with Hyunwoo. He wanted to give her the best sunset in Seoul. They watched it together. Hae-in holds her phone, looking at pictures which showing Hyunwoo routine, what he was doing outside the house. She's doing all Hyunwoo's activities, by her own. She hits baseballs and eats at a restaurant. While she's in the restaurant, Hyunwoo and his friend come in, sitting on a table behind her. She overhears Hyunwoo saying that he still wants to be with her. Hyunwoo's secretary tells Unsung that Hae-in's medicine is used to treat malignant tumors. Anti-cancer drug. Unsung becomes sad Hae-in's illness and holds his necklace. He reminisces when he was a child in the orphanage. He rescued Hae-in from a dog running after her. He hit the dog with a stone. Hae-in thanks him and tied a piece of cloth around his wound. After she left, he finds her necklace on the ground. He kept her necklace as a memory. Jump to the present. We see that Unsung wearing that necklace. Unsung goes to Hae-in's house. He waits her until she comes by a taxi. He asks her if she will fire Hyunwoo, but she refuses. She needs him in the company. He tells her that she needs him, too. But Hae-in shocks him, saying that she passes up on her Sina. He opens up that if she chooses her Sina or not. He wants to be beside her. Hae-in's replay that whether she divorces Hyunwoo or not, he doesn't have a chance. Hyunwoo's mom goes to her daughter to change her hairstyle to look more confident. She goes to meet Hae-in's mom. Hyunwoo's mom apologizes to her, but Hae-in's mother says that they are already divorced and asks her to persuade her son to quit the job in Queen's company and not to see her again. Hyunwoo's mom cries from Hyun's mother's rudeness. Hyunwoo's mother returns her house depressed and finds her family wait her outside the house. Hyunwoo learns that the expensive watch was bought by Sulhee. It turns that the expensive watch belongs to Unsung. Hyunwoo suspects Unsung and Sulhee. While Unsung follows Hae-in, Hyunwoo stops him on the road. It turns that Hyunwoo hurt his secretary while he is talking to Unsung about Hae-in medicine. Jump to the present. Hyunwoo warns Unsung that if he follows her, he will follow him, and if he harms her, he will harm him. Unsung meets Sucheol and informs him that they have a problem about Sucheol's resort. There is a military base near the area where the resort will be built. Sucheol asks Hyunwoo's help, who talks to the military suggesting a mutually beneficial solution. Hae-in's family admires Hyunwoo's intelligence. At the meeting, although Sucheol's efforts end the solution, all the investors pull out because of the rumors about the chairman embezzlement charge. Unsung talks to Sucheol, blaming Hyunwoo because it was his plan all along. He offers to be the solo investor of the project. When the chairman is about to sign the contract, Hyunwoo intervenes, saying that 6.7% of chairman's shares will be handed over to Unsung. The chairman remembers Sulhee while she is talking to him about the shaman, who predicts that there is one person is trying to harm the chairman. The chairman is back to the present and orders Hyunwoo to go out of the room. Hyunwoo finds that his IDs are not working. During the post-working hours, the security team tells Hyunwoo that the chairman fired him, asking him to go. Hae-in arrives in time. She asks them to go. At the elevator, Hyunwoo tells her that the chairman can fire him as a director, but he needs a legitimate reason to fire him as a team manager. Outside the office, Beomja appears and takes Hyunwoo to the rooftop of a building. She faces him if he has a mistress, and because of that he wants to divorce Haein, but he denies. She informs him about Sulhe's real identity, and her name is Sunyong, and he has a son. Later, Hyunwoo meets with Beomja and her private investigator Conan. Conan tells them about Sulhe's son, that son was taken to the orphanage, and that orphanage was nearby their family hunting ground. Beomja gets shocked because her father sponsored that orphanage. They go to the hunting area, meeting the dog owner and his wife. The dog owner tells that Unsung is the same boy who was at the orphanage years ago. Hyunwoo makes a connection between Sulhe and Unsung. At the company, the chairman gives Sulhe the legal rights to make decisions on behalf of him. At Hong's house, Sulhe oversees the arrangements for the chairman's 80th birthday party. Beomja notices her mother's ring on her finger. She gets angry and complains to the chairman, but as always the chairman stands by Sulhe's side. When Beomja tells him about Sulhe's true identity, but Sulhe cries, and the chairman threatens Beomja to send her to a mental asylum. Beomja gets enraged and pulls on Sulhe's hair, but the chairman hits her. Beomja leaves and secretary hides Sulhe's hair sample. She gives the sample to the private investigator, Conan, and at Unsung's belonging for a DNA test. Hyunwoo comes and Beomja cries while telling him that her father hit her for the first time in her life. Hyunwoo calms her. At Chairman Hong's 80th birthday party, Grace goes to CCTV room and cuts the entire CCTV camera so Dahai can leave without a trace. Dahai appears in the airport with her leagues. At the party, Sucheol gifts an animated toy to his grandfather and makes him annoyed, and everybody laughs on the gift. Elsewhere, Hyunwoo and Beomja get the DNA results and the result is showing that there is 99% chance or higher that they are related. Sucheol returns his room, looking for Dahai, but finds her missing. He observes a note. After reading it, he hurries outside to find Dahai, but he couldn't find her or his son because she took his son with her. While the chairman and Sulhe play a game, the chairman keeps canceling Beomja's call, but replays on Hyunwoo's call. Hyunwoo tells the chairman about the result of DNA test and Unsung's game to gather his shares. The chairman ends the call with Hyunwoo, and he feels sick. Sulhe tells him that she gave him a drug, which paralyzes him, and then the chairman loses his consciousness. The chairman hospitalized, and none of his family is allowed to see him, only his legal guardian can enter. The family gets shocked when they see Sulhe that she is his legal guardian with the authority to take decisions on his behalf, even the matters concerning the company. Beomja confronts her with the DNA result but Sulhe shocks all the family members, saying that Unsung is her son. At the stockholders' meeting, they agreed that Unsung takes over the company because he has the majority of the stocks. At Hyunwoo's hometown, while Hyunwoo's family is sad about Hyunwoo's divorce, all of a sudden, Hyunwoo comes, driving a truck in the shock that all the Haein's members come out of the truck.